Hello! Today I'm going to talk about 5 reasons why you shouldn't buy the Honda NC 750X. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. This is the most charming and also the most impartial motorcycle channel in Brazil. There were 5 reasons for you to buy the NC. Now there are reasons for you not to buy it. By the way, did you know that this Honda crossover uses a car engine? That's right, it uses half of a Fit. But what is a crossover? In English, it means crossing. And in the motorcycle world, you could say it's a cross between a naked and a big trail. And in the specific case of the NC, let's say it also has a little bit of a crossover with scooters, because of its fuel efficiency and that storage compartment. What does that mean? It means you have to change gears all the time, especially on the highway. The 54.5 maximum horsepower is delivered at 6,250 revolutions per minute. So it's a rev range that I consider low, especially if you're on the highway and need to overtake. If you're not very used to the motorcycle, you might get a little confused. So if it had a little more flexibility there, maybe around 7,000, 8,000 revolutions per minute, that would make things easier. Every time you need to refuel the motorcycle, you have to lift the passenger seat. And if you travel frequently and tie your luggage to the passenger seat, you'll have all that hassle of untying everything, taking off your backpack just to refuel. So that can be a downside. Now I'm going to talk mainly about long-distance trips. On one hand, the handlebar and foot peg positions do provide some comfort, yes, but there are other features that make the motorcycle a little uncomfortable. And they are the windscreen. It doesn't have an adjustment. So depending on your height, the wind can go right through and bother you a bit. And also the seat foam is a bit hard, but these are things you can buy as optional accessories and replace. Unfortunately, at least here in São Paulo, it's targeted for theft. By the way, tell me, if you're outside São Paulo, how is the situation with the NC in your city? And what about insurance? Is it expensive or not? Let me know in the comments. Honda recently lowered the price of the NC. Thanks, Honda, but I still find it a bit pricey. On the website in May 2018, it has a suggested price starting at 32,500 Rs. And we know that the dealerships still add the cost of shipping, transport insurance, and it ends up being a little expensive. So I think it's a slightly high price for a motorcycle that doesn't have traction control and has a seat that's a little hard. One thing I wanted to point out about the NC is that a lot of people say it's a motorcycle with little power. If you watched the video about 5 reasons to buy, you know that its purpose, the NC new concept, was to bring economy, a new concept of motorcycle. So think with me, maybe if the engine were more powerful, it would lose that aspect of economy. Thinking about the motorcycle's proposal, I think it's a good mix between power and economy. Those were my reasons. Write to me what your reason is for not buying the NC. If you want to watch the reasons to buy, just click here on the video next to it. And also tell me if you want to see another motorcycle or another topic here in the 5 reasons segment. Who knows, maybe your suggestion will become the next video. That's it. Like and share this with your friends. See you next time. Send a kiss.